When I was growing up, I really wanted to be a professional sports photographer. And so I got this silly job at a minor league baseball stadium selling food and merchandise in the stands after school every day. And the only reason I did that is so I would be able to go to the stadium to take pictures before and after the game. So I'd have a name badge to get in and out. And I would get home every night at 11:30 at night or midnight after the games, after being freezing cold because the weather in New Jersey for baseball games in the spring is freezing. And I would go to school the next morning, and I loved it. One of the problems with healthcare and the way that it's administered in this country is the size. But the best care isn't always provided, not necessarily because people aren't skilled or doing the job that they should be, but because the system around them is just too big to have any kind of personal identity. Oftentimes, people have relatively simple problems that get exacerbated by the size of the system around them. You know, here in the Dalles and in the MCMC system, which is relatively small, it's very easy for if I see that someone has an issue or a problem that could be solved by another provider or another resource, it's very easy to contact that person and utilize that resource. I don't have to jump through a lot of hoops to do that. I would like to think that I look at things differently with a photographer's eye, or at least a more interested or critical eye. You slow things down a little bit. You imagine, what would something look like if I just walked 10 feet to the right? What if I crouched down? What if I got down on the same level of it? And, it opens up a different way of looking at things, the way you approach problems. A lot of times, you'll think, well, I'm gonna go take a picture of a waterfall. And so you get there and it's totally different. It's not what you expected, and you have to work around that. You're not gonna turn around and give up because it's not what you imagined it would be. And patients are the same way. You know that someone is coming in for a rash, and you're ready, and you come up with all these changes you're gonna make, and you've read all their notes, and you know everything about them, and you get in the room, and it's totally different. But you need to do it. You need to come up with a solution. You need to adapt, just like when you're out looking to take that wonderful picture and it's not what you expected, you need to make it work. You need to take a different approach. You need to do this or do that. I'm John Soffer, and I'm a nurse practitioner.